All right, so for this video, we're just going to do a walkthrough of the major animal phyla that we're going to be talking about in this class. And so nothing here, maybe a couple little things about each one, but nothing major, mainly just getting you familiar with the names and the phyla names, and we'll go down to classes and some other particulars as we go through this, being able to associate those scientific names with what they're commonly known as. And so the first one that we're going to look at is Porifera. Porifera are the sponges. We're going to spend some time talking about sponges, primarily an aquatic species, or all aquatic species. Sponges are the simplest kind of animal, something that can still be called an animal, but even though it doesn't really look like one. Placozoa, these are called, literally known as flat animals, hence their name. It just literally means flat animal. Again, a very simple kind of animal. We will spend some time looking at the old Placozoans. The Cnidarians, these are jellies and hydras, both marine and freshwater species. Here you can see a couple of, looks like a moon jelly there on the left and some other thing on the right. And then there's Ctenophora. These are comb jellies. They're a relative of jellies, but have their own sort of thing. They're probably a little more primitive than jellies, but we'll see them. They're almost like a sister group in some ways. The Platyhelminthes, which are flatworms, will begin worm month with this group, Platyhelminthes. There's the rotifers, Rotifera, not a fancy name. They're just rotifers. Mollusks are mollusks, like things with a shell, like squid, octopus, clams, snails. There's a big wide variety of mollusks. Annelida or Annelida, these are segmented worms like leeches and earthworms and other fun things. Nematodes, these are everyone's favorite group of parasites, the roundworms. Then there are tardigrades or water bears. Enough said there. Look at that. Arthropods. So we'll spend some time talking about arthropods. This will take us into the spring semester, I believe. And we'll be looking at, these are like bugs and spiders. A group of arthropods is Crustacea, which is a really big group of animals. It's like crayfish, lobsters, that big crab. There's a mantis shrimp there on the right. And insects, of course, are another group of arthropods, a very large group, largest taxa of animals in the world. Then we'll look at echinoderms, which just means scaly skin. This is like sea stars, brittle stars, sand dollars, and all their friends. And then we'll look at chordates. And so chordates are everything from the elusive sea cucumber there in the upper right to tigers to whatever that fish is, to bluebirds, to all the things. So chordates are mostly vertebrates, and we'll get into that. So Chondrichthyes, this is cartilaginous fish, or what we normally call sharks, but there's other groups of cartilaginous fish like gates and rays. Osteichthyes, these are bony fish. Most people, when you think of a fish, this is what you think of. Amphibia are frogs and newts and salamanders, and there is a legless amphibian that looks like a muddy sock puppet. Reptiles are things we know, like lizards, crocodiles, snakes, all the fun things. Aves, I don't have a slide for aves. I guess I wasn't up on the birds that day. So aves, we'll look at birds. And then mammals are Mammalia. This is dogs and donkeys and everything in between. There's monotremes. These are egg-laying mammals. There's marsupials. These are mammals that have a pouch. And then there are placentals. These are mammals that have a placenta and give live birth through that.